Bird Entertainment here, and we are back again. Now, we are on Too Fast, Too Furious movie talk. Now, if you watched my first Fast and the Furious movie talk, you know what this is about. It's pretty much, I don't even need that on. Pretty much me going and reading about the movie, finding out new stuff, and adding it on here. That's interesting to me that I didn't even know about sometimes, but you know, I feel like it's something cool. It's pretty much like my Halloween movie talks I've done. If you have ever seen those, if you haven't, you check them out if you want to. But as I'm doing this, you'll be able to read before I do if you want to, because I'm gonna go scroll up and down and stuff. But I picked of course, the beginning, the movie poster. A little different font up here. Too Fast, Too Furious. I love this movie poster. It highlights the cars pulling in. It's just cool how they did that. A nice little cast there. Well, let's just jump straight into what we got going on out here. Now, like I said, if y'all want to read ahead of me, y'all can, because y'all will. If y'all do that, you'll be able to. So, I'm going to start right now. This movie was directed by John Singleton. Now, if you don't know who John Singleton is, I'm going to tell you right now. He is a director that he done movies of Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, Baby Boy, and Four Brothers. Now, hold on there. Sorry, y'all. If y'all have not seen any of those movies, what are y'all even doing on this video? Because those movies are bangers, and you'd have to at least see one of those. At least. But, yeah. All those movies are really good. Okay. It says he was a producer on films such as Hustle and Flow. Man, what a movie that was. Like Snake Moan and Illegal Tender. I have seen all those. And I believe that, let's see, did he? No, Hustle and Flow come out later on, so no, they did this before Hustle and Flow. I was gonna say that's probably where Ludacris came in from to make this, but nah. But as we go on, sadly he had passed away at the age of 51 in 2019. So R.I.P. to that, my friend. You were a really good director, and it's sad that you did die. And I don't think I read how he died, or if he did, or if I did. I don't know if I put it on here or not. But anyway, this film was a box office success, grossing over 236 million worldwide. Wow, making it the highest grossing film of his career. That's awesome. I love that. Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson go undercover for the FBI and Customs Service to stop drug lord Carter Verone, played by Cole Hauser. And if they do, they will both have their criminal records clean, which includes Brian letting Dom go in the last film at the end. That's the iconic scene. I love that. Okay, as we go down, we'll see. Paul Walker and producer Neil H. Moritz return from the first film. The director Rob Cohen and Vin Diesel's Dom were unable to return. I'm sure it's because of Triple X, maybe because that was made after, so who knows. They had to get someone else to direct, and that's where John Singleton came in at, and Tyrese to make it a duo. Tyrese also was in Baby Boy, so I think it's how they got together on this. Alright, so this movie is about Brian going to Miami to make a living after letting Dom go. He would participate in a legal street race organized by his mechanic friend Tej, played by Ludacris. So it begins in a newly race. At the opening of the movie, he wins it, and then he gets stopped by the police where his old boss, a returning Vilkins, played by Tom Berry, where they give Brian a deal to help them stop Verone for clean records. But Brian wants to choose his own partner, so he heads back home to Barstow, California, where Roman comes in. He's a childhood friend of Brian's who served time and is under parole for stealing cars, blaming Brian for him getting arrested because he was a cop. But then he finally agrees after a little brotherly fighting and telling him the same deal as Brian. Then we go to Agent Monica, played by the lovely Eva, I am so sorry, Eva Mendes has been undercover as Verone's lady slash handler. She assists Brian and Roman in the deal to get them close to Carter, so after it race to the compound owned by Verone to give him an envelope to secure that they would work for him as his driver. After finding out about his plan, he then tells Bilkins and Markham, who is being played by James Remar, who will be known always to me as Raiden in the sequel to Mortal Kombat. Annihilation. Like I said, but hey, let's not discuss that. The plan is for Verone to smuggle the money into his private jet. So then we head off to the two other drivers of Verone's who Brian and Roman challenged them to a double race, which was pretty cool for their Chargers. Under pink slips, of course they win. So then we skip a little and they try to hide away instead of being followed by the police. They have this cool little scene where they take their cars in this garage and a lot of vehicles come out and they had trouble spotting them. So what had happened was they got into the muscle cars they had won earlier, while Tej and Suki are driving the original cars. And that was an iconic scene to me. It was pretty dope. Suki is also played by Devon Aoki, Steve Aoki's sister. They get stopped, but meanwhile Brian and Roman have the two passengers that Verone sent with them to keep an eye on them. So Brian and Roman are alert because the night before Monica warned them that they would be killed as soon as they made the drop off. So little did the pawns know that Brian and Tej have his buddy put a seat injector into both the muscle cars so they could get rid of them. So Roman had done his already. At this point, ejecto cito, cause you know the line. But Brian was fixing to do his, but his passenger told him to get off at a different location because the private jet was a setup. Verone was never there, so the police was full. So Brian takes it to where he really is and stuff. Stuff goes down as Brian is about to be killed. Roman pops up behind them, ramming the car, helping Brian. But as all that's going on, Verone already has his money and Monica on a ship. So by the time they try to help her, they don't have a chance. So as they say, water, land, what to do? They hop into Brian's Charger and take off and jump a ramp onto the boat. You know, some real Dukes of Hazzard shit. Quoted by the funny Tyrese. Then Verone pops up, but ends up being stopped, and Monica makes sure he won't be causing any more trouble by holding a shotgun to him until he is apprehended and is promised both records clean by Markham. Roman gives the money to them, and as they start to walk away, Brian says, "These pockets ain't empty, cuz." And then Roman proceeds to lift his shirt, showing a lot of money. He took stating, and he ain't hungry no more either. Okay. Alright, as we go on, John was awed by seeing the Fast and the Furious, the first movie, and was like, why didn't I think of that? I grew up with the street races all the time where I'm from. That had made him want to direct this one. That's cool. Vin Diesel was offered $25 million to return as Dom, but he turned it down to appear in the Chronicles of Riddick, which is cool because that movie is awesome as well, and I believe these movies wouldn't be what they are today if this didn't happen. Because we probably would have gotten Tyrese and his characters go, so I'm glad the direction this series took is this way. So Tyrese was chosen for this role because his film debut was Baby Boy, as I said earlier, with John. They had worked together before, so I'm sure it was easy to grab him for the role as that character. Ja Rule was originally going to be the role of Tej, but turned it down, even though he was offered $500,000 for the role, more than what he had gotten paid in the first film, which was $15,000. John said he got too big-headed and felt like he was too big for the role, so it got turned over to Ludacris. Colt Hauser was chosen to play Verone. He was working with John in Higher Learning, so it was probably the same as Tyrese, where it would be easy to grab them for the roles, which they did great, I may add. Moving on, the principal photography began in the fall of 2002. Filming was done mostly in various parts of South Florida, such as Miami Beach, 7 Mile Bridge, and Homestead Air Reserve Base. Okay. This next part is very interesting to me. I did not know that. which was very freaking awesome. So Verone's mansion in the film, it was shot in Coral Gables in a house owned by Sylvester Stallone at Bill Baggs Cape, Florida State Park. This movie was filmed on one side of the mansion, while Bad Boys 2 was being filmed on the other side at the same time. Now that's cool. Two great films being filmed at the same time on opposite sides of the mansion. That's wild to me. Alright. A car enthusiast himself, Walker drove a Nissan Skyline GTR Model R34 borrowed from the film's tech advisor Craig Lieberman. Aoki did not have a driver's license or any driving experience prior to the film's production and took driving lessons during filming. She drove a pink 2001 Honda S2000 AP1 in the film. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty stuff. MTV Movie Awards for Breakthrough Male, Ludacris was nominated. Golden Raspberry Awards, Worst Remake or Sequel. Gosh. Worst excuse for an action movie, Too Fast, Too Furious was nominated for both. I don't see what the hate was on this movie, but to each their own. Teen Choice Awards. Alright, so Choice Breakout Movie Actor Michael Ealy was nominated. Choice Movie Chemistry Paul Walker won. Choice Movie Fight/Action Sequence Paul vs. Tyrese won. Choice Summer Movie Too Fast, Too Furious was nominated. And now we got a little bit of a picture montage, as you will. You know, we got the original four in the beginning of this movie. They had the race, you know. Love their cars, by the way. And you got Tyrese and Paul right here. Again. And now we're going to go straight to the cast. Alright. Of course, Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor, R.I.P., my friend, R.I.P. We got Tyrese, Roman Pierce, Devin Aoki, Suki, Cole Hauser, Carter Verone, Eva Mendes, Monica Fuentes, Ludacris, Tej Parker, Michael Ealy, Slapjack, James Raiden, Agent Markham, Tom Barry, Agent Bilkins. And we got Mark Boone Jr., Detective Whitworth. Now, you know, in that one rat scene, that shit was fucked up. Alright, now we're going down to the cars. And I hope you all like this video, because it took me a long time to get this together. All the words written in, the different pictures, and everything like that. That's what takes me so long to get done. Plus, I gotta find time to do it, you know, get the right timing. But I do put a lot of work in these videos. It doesn't seem like I would be, but I try. But anyway, straight to the cars. We have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo that Brian drove. We got the Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider that Roman drove. Pink S2000 Honda Suki drove. Alright, now, I found this picture, which I thought was pretty cool. So, from top to bottom, which is Michael Ealy's car, Toyota Supra. It's the same car that Brian drove in the first movie, the orange one. I didn't know that, so that's very interesting to me. Because, I mean, you can tell by looking at it now, it's the same body type. So, I thought that was interesting to put in here. But anyway, on to the next. Pink S2000 Honda. Then we have the Mazda RX-7. And then we have the beautiful, beautiful Nissan Skyline that he drove. Paul Walker did. I love that car. The gray and the blue stripes, it just all matches. Okay, so I said earlier that it was a Charger that Paul Walker was driving, and it's actually a Camaro, so I did get that wrong. I said Charger or Challenger or something like that. I don't remember what I said, but I thought it was a Charger, but it's a Camaro. So it's a 1969 Chevrolet Yenko Camaro. That's the one that he drove at the end. Then we got 1970 Dodge Challenger. That was beautiful too. And that is all for the film of Too Fast and Too Furious. that I have found interesting, and hopefully you all liked the video. You know, if you did, hit the like, subscribe. But just looking at all these beautiful cars, man, and just it's all interesting. The cast was pretty good. The movie was really good. There's nothing really bad about any of it. But hopefully you all, I probably read all this fast, but it was a lot that I had wrote down. Just about that right there. There's a lot. And I love this poster that they had for the movie. So with that being said, if you all liked it, thank you for just viewing this. And I mean, I'm not big on people hitting the like and all that. If you do, that's cool. But I do this for fun a lot, and I just do it to enjoy it. And there will be more to come. Like I said, I'm working on Tokyo Drift. Look forward to the Too Fast Too Furious trailer that I'll be dropping too. So yeah, we're gonna try to do this all the way up till I guess I did a reaction to Fast and the Furious 9 on here. So I think we're just gonna go to 8, The Fate of the Furious. Who knows? I might just do a movie talk for all of them. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if you like it, if you like, subscribe. You know, much love. Always stay humble to remember that. And you guys have a great day.